tell us apart.
Because you would never, we're both so handsome.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I had my white gi out. I was worried, right? So,
y'all are Scottish?
Yeah. Scottish, Asian,
Lithuanian.
ancestors. We have the same parents. And so, we're same mom, different dad. So we are gonna kind of share this time slot, and we pretty much figured we were gonna, our time slot name is anti-jiu-jitsu.
Correct.
And so the best way to know anti-jiu-jitsu is to know everything that is happening in jiu-jitsu. And so that is what we're gonna focus on. My part, we're gonna look at two big ideas that I teach with guard passing that really help you know when you can pass, know when you're in danger, and know why when you don't pass, why it didn't happen. It'll be a really nice framework that even later in life you'll be able to look back and go, oh, I didn't pass this person's guard because. And then Mike is gonna show you guys base and how to make what I show not as relevant. Okay? And so we're just gonna get started. I know everybody's wearing a gi right now. If I do my part right, half of you will be gi, half of you will end up no gi, and everybody will be working a different pass, okay? Because we're gonna focus on the understanding of guard passing. And so I'll have Mike down first. Something that I will always start with when teaching guard passing, and I just think that people don't understand this because guard passing, you get in the weeds of, well, where is he grabbing? Where am I grabbing? Where are my legs? And these things are relevant, but I do not think they are even close to as relevant as understanding distance, okay? And understanding the three distances of guard passes. And I have them broken down really simply, and we can kind of look as the top player, like in general, there are three distances of guard passes, but as the top player, there are two distances that are actually pretty much completely safe, and then one that I am in danger, okay? And we'll be able to define these really easily, and it'll be really helpful for you guys. And then we'll look at how to put pressure at the right times to win the right distances, okay? So the first distance is one that we call excessive distance, okay? And so excessive distance would be like, stay right there. Go ahead and jiu-jitsu me, Mike. Come on. You're a black belt, bro. What are you doing?
Let's do it, Mike.
Right?
Let's do it.
Okay, so there is this thought of there is a certain amount away from Mike that I can be that is always safe. But then the question comes up, how close can I get and still be safe, right? And so we have this defined really simply. Go ahead and jiu-jitsu me. Come on, Mike. Come on. You're embarrassing yourself. People aren't believing that we're black belts now. Okay. Okay, maybe I'll get a little closer. So go ahead and jiu-jitsu me. What? You jiu-jitsu me? Keep jiu-jitsu me? Uh-oh. There was a certain spot where he started to be able to jiu-jitsu me. How we define the next distance is any time that my torso gets over his torso and I am not at the next distance, the last distance we'll talk about where I'm chest over chest, okay? So, meaning, there was this point where I was here and I was keeping my torso away from him, but then he got his torso under me, okay? And right here, he started to gain control of me, okay? And so, the other place that we'll look at is, because we can't pass the guard from excessive distance, and he's going to eventually get his torso under me. So the next distance is my other safe distance, which is what we would call chest over chest. Go ahead and jiu-jitsu me from here. Go ahead. Jiu-jitsu me. Okay, do maybe a different, I don't know, different grips maybe? Maybe it was a grip thing, right?
Yeah, I totally think it's a grip thing.
Maybe it's a grip thing.
If I do a different grip, if I do collar sleeve, it'd be easy. Totally easy.
All right, maybe give me somebody else. Who has a good guard? Who's a guard?
Yeah, we need a good guard, not my guard.
Knock you in front of this entire group. Come
I
on.
think Zach's got a great
Zach's-
guard.
Where's Zach?
Great fucking
Oh, okay. So what me and Mike have in common is we like to bully Zach. And so let's go.
And
what
we're
guard do you
handsome.
like, Zach? Half guard. Okay. Go ahead, half guard. Go ahead, half guard me. You're the half guard king. Do it. You're the half guard machine, Zach. Do it. Everyone's watching. Come on, no warm up, Zach. Come on. You got it. Do it. Jiu-jitsu.
I thought you told me
No.
you were going to kick Josh's ass.
Now watch this. Okay? Go ahead. Half guard me. Zach. Oh, no. This is not as good. Oh, gosh. All right, Zach, you're teaching the seminar. Come on. So, did we notice what happened to my torso when he started to be able to gain control again? Right? I was torso over something, but it wasn't chest over chest. So again, anytime my torso goes over his body, and Mike back down, and I am not chest over chest, then I am in danger. The reason is because when my torso is like over his hips, his arms and legs can now attack me at the same time. When my torso, look, same exact grip, same exact leg positions. When my torso is chest over chest, one, I'm flattening him already. Two, all I have to do is start to fall to start my guard pass. And three, my arms can deal with his arms and my legs can deal with his legs, right? I am not knee cutting from this distance. There is no way. Pushes me out easily. Same grips, easy for me to knee cut from that distance, okay?
You just fixed my knee cut.
Sweet, good. All right, then we're out of here. So, all we are gonna do to start is, I showed you some of the moves that I like. We can even look at like one more just a little addition. A lot of times we do Toriando pass. Again, I don't know if I mentioned this. On top, I won't be grabbing the gi. That's why this will be completely applicable to no gi. But to show all the different guards, I needed to be wearing a gi for him to be able to grab it, okay? And so, wear what you want on this. You're gonna be drilling the moves that you want to drill and just trying to implement these ideas at first, okay? You're gonna run into a few roadblocks and that's what we'll cover after this. But like, let's even just look at the Toriando pass. A lot of people grab the pant legs. I just like hands on shins. But really, when I do a Toriando, or like when you see people do a Toriando, they do this, and they do this, and they do this, and they do this, but they don't ever cover that ground of their torso ending up chest over chest. If I were to just push his feet out of range and then walk chest over chest, I'm able to fall into my Toriando so easily, right? Maybe you frame me on that, right? So push his feet, easy. I push his feet, but I don't go chest over chest, build those frames, see how easily Mike pummels back, right? So that's one example. We looked at knee cut. Any other things that pop into your head and you go, wait, how does this apply? I promise I won't make fun of you unless you're Zach. No? Okay. Does anyone have anything that popped into your head and go, well, does that work for the pass that I do? Or you notice like, oh, that works for the pass that I already do. Yeah? Okay, so all we're gonna do first is we're gonna try to do the jiu-jitsu that we already like, do the guard pass we already like. Bottom person is gonna give you, maybe you even ask for specific grips or something like that. Bottom person is just gonna give you a little energy, and I just wanna do like 2 minutes and 2 minutes, get some reps on top, doing some passes. Sound good? Whatever pass you like, it doesn't have to be my Toriando, it doesn't have to be my knee cut. Do what you like to do, but focus on your first excessive distance. Then you gotta kind of go through the weeds where your torso isn't chest over chest. Try to end up chest over chest and feel how much easier it makes guard passing. Sound good? All right, I'm a 1, 2, 3 break person, so if that confuses you, did you have a?
No, do you want a timer set or do you want to just?
Nah, I just like, when I say 2 minutes, it's like
That's
everything
fair.
here is gonna be done by feel. And so yeah, I'll tell you guys when to switch. All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3.